Today I'm going to share my presentation about the research paper, Construction of a Software Development Model for Managing Final Year Projects in Information Technology Programs. Here is my content of today's presentation. First is overview, then literature review and proposed methodology and result analysis. Here I have divided the whole presentation in 4 parts mainly for better understanding and to give the proper explanation about the topic. Here is my overview. As the final year project is considered a capstone in information technology programs and involves the development of a software product. And it is very important for those who are the student of information technology programs and also those who are in the final year, because they have to complete a quite big project in size and according to their caliber. And this paper proposes an alternative software development model for managing the FYP in an IT and IT-related degree programs of study. So the alternative purposes here. Here I talk about the current popular methodologies, which are very popular among the software developers for development of software. First one is waterfall, then spiral, iterative, incremental, and various other agile methods are also practiced among the software developers very regularly and often. Motivation about doing this regarding this research paper. The intention of undergraduate project is to achieve pedagogical and educational outcomes, and 2 different targets while developing here. One is business software and is educational software. And those 2 types of software have 2 types of purposes. The lack of a specific software product methodology for educational purposes causes many difficulties for students, and that is the main purpose. And ease and reduce the difficulty is the main concern of this paper. Here are the conducted methodology. Number 1 is conducting a benchmarking exercise based on 10 project management knowledge areas and adjusting CMMI to generate a new version of CMMI, which is educational CMMI, and that is the proposed model, and conducting experiments to evaluate the proposal. The model will be evaluated and finally analyzed by the student through the student's feedback in that model. Comparison criteria for the educational software. One is the educational and business software development software have been compared. One is purpose, another is SRS. So cost commitment and the time commitment through testing and the participation of each member here. Model related with 3 factors for the educational course. One is co-evaluation of the students and the teachers. One is self-management and the continuous improvement. And model that consider FYP as software project. Here are 40 metrics to measure the quality of those IT FYPs, and various 9 of these metrics are categorized in 9 groups. And while these metrics could help instructors to evaluate the quality of IT FYPs, they can be used as software development methodologies. And here is the structure of the proposed model. They have divided the tasks and objectives and also equally distributed those objectives into different percentage so that it can be emphasized properly by the students. And also the steps of the proposed models here for the FYP phases, and also dividing the task into groups, and also distribute the learning objectives within the task by specific percentages. An evaluation process. Evaluation processes are so adapted from CMMI model, which is composed of 5 levels. Capability maturity model integration, also known as CMMI, has 5 levels of steps. One is initial. There is no standard process to follow during the development process here. And the second level is managed. The requirements are managed by a standard technique. And then defined. More technical details about the processes, and quantitatively managed, where the quantitative objectives and statistical methods for ensuring quality and process performance established and used as criteria for managing process. Optimizing this level, final level involves continually improving process performance through both incremental and innovative technological improvements. And here is the proposed educational CMMI, which is quite modified. One is the initial. Students complete their task without using a predefined plan, and then managed. And at this level, students should prepare preliminary requirements before starting a task. And then defined, students should provide technical documentation that describes the task after they have completed it. And quantitatively managed, at this level, students should validate their completed tasks. That is the proposed model here. And this is the implementation of the proposed model, and they divided into 2 phases. One is analysis and one is design. And each phase also has different tasks, and each task are divided through the group members actually. And then model evaluation. The model was evaluated for the evaluation process. The FYP project was assigned to 2 groups. The first group managed FYP using the proposed model, actually CMMI model, and second group managed the FYP using the traditional SDLC. And the result obviously showed that proposed model was performing better because of the analyzed and structured work process. And finally, thank you. That was my presentation.